Titan protocol. Training wheels.
Malevelon Creek is supposed to be a sim. That's what the briefing says, as our drop doors open and the wind screams through the bay. 40 boots hit the mud in perfect formation, then the mud moves, rippling like soup under a stove. The sky isn't red from dust. It's red from heat, like someone holds the world over a burner. Corporal Juno Park laughs one sharp bark to cut the fear. Relax. Broken Titan protocol. Training wheels. Then, something heavy steps 300 meters away, and the laugh dies in her throat. The ground dips, rebounds, and my teeth click together. A 6-story shadow crosses us, slow and casual, like a person strolling past ants. Lieutenant Calder's voice cracks over comms. All squads, keep spacing, eyes up. This is still. The next step lands. A wall of air punches us flat. Men and women who've survived real wars scream at a footprint filling with boiling water. We fire anyway. Reflex, pride, stupidity. Tracers stitch across an ankle wider than our dropship. The rounds spark and vanish like rain on a furnace. Park crawls beside me, eyes huge behind her visor. Sergeant Vance, that thing's skin is armor. We run for the creek bed because it's lower, because humans love cover, because our brains keep trying to make this normal. A second giant appears through the steam humanoid proportions. Wrong gait, wrong patience. Not a beast, not a machine. A shape that used to be us, stretched into a nightmare. Calder drags our civilian liaison, Dr. Amari Singh, behind a shattered culvert. She's a physics consultant paperwork with a pulse, until she looks up and turns gray. "They shouldn't stand," she whispers. The square cube law. "Doc," Calder snaps. "Save the lecture." Singh grabs his sleeve anyway, desperate. If you scale a human up 30 times, mass goes up 27,000 times. Bone strength goes up 900. Their legs should explode. She points at the Titan's knee as it flexes, effortless. So either physics didn't fail, or something is cheating. Park swallows hard. Cheating how? Singh stares at the heat shimmer rolling off the Titan's body. Exoskeleton, exotic tissue, hollow structure, or it's not biology the way we mean it. Another step, another quake. And the heat, look at the steam. If it can't dump heat, it cooks from the inside. Calder listens, jaw tight. "Cool story. How do we kill it?" I answer before Singh can. "We don't. Not down here." My HUD ticks. Ammo draining, squad icons blinking out one by one. 40 in, 30, 20. The creek turns to froth from the vibration. Calder keys command. Requesting fire support. Anything with yield. Static. Then battalion. Calm in a way that feels like a lie. Denied. No nuclear authorization in theater. Park laughs again. This time it's hysterical. electric. The Titan lifts its foot. Slow. Inevitable. The sky above it brightens. Not like lightning, but like a star deciding it hates you personally. There's no whistle, no warning, just a line of white-hot plasma carving straight down. Impact is silent